Hello, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Austin Snodgrass, and you are watching Mocs Talk. Mocs Talk broadcasts once a week to bring you up to date on the latest news around Florida Southern and Lakeland. Here's a quick look at what's coming up on today's show. Sarah McNabb takes a look at the differences between sugar and artificial sweetener. The annual Red Ribbon Run took place in Lakeland last week. And Olivia DeArmond explores Hollis Gardens in downtown Lakeland. But first, here are the top stories for today. Florida Southern's next day on campus is taking place Saturday, November 17th. Also, Florida Southern's preview day is scheduled for Tuesday, November 20th. If you know of anyone interested in attending FSC or in touring the campus, direct them to the Florida Southern website to register for the events. Florida Southern's women's basketball team kicked off their 2012 season last Saturday night. Mark your calendars for December 18th when the Lady Mocs will play North Alabama in their home opener at the Jenkins Fieldhouse. When it comes to sugar in your diet, there are many options available. One of the latest trends has been to stray away from natural sugar and move toward artificial sweeteners. But does this tendency have a cost? Sarah McNabb reports.
Sugar, both natural and artificial, seems to have a bad reputation.
My roommate, she has this thing called Trivia, so I think it's fake sugar. I don't know. If it were me, I would get the real sugar, but she bought it, so I use hers. I think in the end, they're both bad for you.
Although sugar is not healthy, experts do agree that neither type is as bad as you may think.
The major difference is the kilocalorie at the levels that are found in modern processed foods, kinds of things, Diet Coke, that sort of stuff. They're actually pretty safe.
This is the amount of added sugar that's in a lot of your, common foods, and that's a nice visual. You'd think, you wouldn't just sit there and eat a bunch of sugar, but actually you are, because that's how much sugar is in some of the common foods, like that's a cup of ice cream.
Besides those students trying to prevent weight gain, there are others that need to limit their sugar intake for medical reasons.
I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 8 years old. Diabetics should probably avoid high sugar things or high carb things like ice cream. A lot of the stuff like diet soda, which is a lot of diabetics drink because there's no carbs, has a lot of artificial sugars in it. Not a lot, but some.
Experts say that it's important to be conscious of the amount and the types of sugar that you put into your body. All in all, moderation is key. For Go Healthy FSC, I'm Sarah McNabb.
A Florida Southern student is spearheading a project to assemble and mail 100 holiday care packages to U.S. troops deployed in Afghanistan and other foreign countries. Maya Barr, a sophomore at FSC, is seeking to partner with as many community organizations and students as possible. Anyone interested can donate items for the care packages, write cards to the soldiers, or donate toward the over $1,000 needed for postage. Contact Maya Barr if you are interested. The packages will be shipped by early December. Opened in 2000, Hollis Gardens is a formal garden located within Lake Mirror Park in downtown Lakeland. Olivia DeArmond has more on one of Lakeland's most treasured spots.
Surrounding the historic Lake Mirror is the breathtaking Hollis Gardens. This botanical terrace encloses 1.2 acres of beautifully crafted fountains, landscapes, and flower beds.
I am the park foreman. I maintain the park along with my employees. There's 3 of us here. We do the tours, the weddings. We do the plants from seed until the time that they die and we have to remove them. Hollis Garden was a donation to the City of Lakeland by Mark and Lynn Hollis. It was a $1 million construction, and they've traveled the world extensively. Some of the gardens that they've seen in their travels is what this particular garden is based on. They gave this garden to the City of Lakeland as a part of the Lake Mirror renovation. They also gave $500,000 worth of public stock and that was put into a perpetual care fund along with all donation money. That maintains the park over the years. It's a botanical park that tells a historical story, and we use the plants to do that.
Set in a neoclassical architectural environment, people from all over flock to the gardens to admire and be inspired.
Well, as a photographer, you are able to, it makes it look like you're in a bunch of different places at one time. So you have the Lake Mirror in the background, you have a rock wall with a waterfall. It's really pretty. You have a lot of different flowers, a bunch of different architecture.
The Garden Bistro is also nearby, so viewers can treat themselves to a refreshing lunch or beverage while still being able to enjoy the lush greenery and tranquility of the gardens. Olivia DeArmond, Menus and Venues.
Hollis Gardens is open Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. till dusk. And finally today, the 21st annual Red Ribbon Run took place at Joker Marchant Stadium on November 3rd. The Red Ribbon Run is the largest youth running event in Polk County, aimed at raising awareness of the perils of substance abuse. Bright red ribbon signified the beginning of the event. The run was sponsored by Interact Alliance. And that's our show for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Snodgrass. We're off next week for Thanksgiving, so have a great week, and we hope to see you right back here next time.